Caitlin here. Hello, hello, hello. So today I want to talk about something really cool. It's an unboxing. It's Artistry of the Mentally Ill. What it is that Hans Pinshorn in 1922, he published a collection of artwork. Like he really went extensively beyond, like above and beyond. He was like all these mental patients that some of them produce artwork, and it's very interesting because it's a form of therapy and cat hair but it's a form of therapy maybe, and it's just very interesting that if someone's pushed beyond their limits, or if someone's like just not all there, like what are they able to produce? And it's just very interesting. Or like, what if that was their only way of like really truly being able to express, like they couldn't say words but they could do it with creating artwork with their own hands. So something that's really important to know is that in 1937, the Nazis destroyed or got rid of most of this artwork. So some of this artwork was actually in museums. So if it was anything like mentally ill or whatever, they would call it degenerate art, and they would just destroy it and get rid of it. So some of the things that are scanned in here, like you can't find anywhere. So one is the actual book that is in English, which is, I think it was in the 1970s. I'll say it on the book, I forget. But then the other one, which is really small, I find it cute that they didn't want to they wanted to put the Christmas wrapping to use. But this one's like the one that's like the heavy duty book. This one, it can get pretty expensive. Some people sell it for like 100, 200, whatever. But when people know for a fact that universities might want this book because it's no longer being published, you could be charged a lot. So I lucked out. I have my handy dandy little shrimp thing. Isn't it cute? You just... That is so cool. Oh, love it. So I have to be a little careful. Oh, and one thing I thought was cute, which I'll show you. They had a little thank you sticker. It's like a little... That's so cute. So I'm gonna like open it and make sure... Oh no, I did show my address. I'll have to blur that, I guess. So... Oh, it's not good at bubble wrap. Oh, it is. Oh my goodness. Of course they bubble wrapped it a lot. Because it's very... very... And the person was honest, so like there's different types of aging on books. Oh, wow. It's got like that clear thing that like gives you like, oh, this is like high school library times or middle school. Yeah, so they did warn me. I forget what they called it, but the book's got like weird spots. So it's translated. So this is the translated version, and it's discontinued. Sometimes you'll see one, you're like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And then you'll find out it's the one in German. So as much as I have to be careful because I cannot, so yeah, 1972. So I knew it was the 70s. I remembered. So the first one that I'll show, because it is publicly shown a lot, is this one. I find it actually the more elaborate ones on the back. So I'm pretty sure I did not get in trouble for that one. You're not supposed to show like page for page, but I want to be very careful. But you want to know what? This is more of like the descriptions. So this is just really cool. I mean, I'll thumb through it real quick. Or why don't I do like a quick thumb through so that you could see it? Like how many are colored? Because that was the biggest question I had. A lot of people were like, I don't know. So, all right. So I would say most of these, I'm trying to be gentle. The dust jacket keeps moving. Yeah, a lot of these are black and white. So one of the ones that I've seen a lot, actually, I don't know if it's better quality in here. So I'll put this aside. Oh my God, this thing is awesome. All right. Peek inside, your mystery awaits. What did they do? I'm so confused. Did they give me like... Wait, what? A DoorDash? A tree goodbye? It's so random. I like bookmarks. Bookmarks are cool. Alright, bookmarks are cool. I dig it. So... there's a piece of paper in it. So they did disclaimer that it was worn a little bit because these are very discontinued. I feel like if a book comes with something, you should keep it. Is this where the book came from? Whoa. Symposium, Art of the Insane. Wait, this book came from... and it says Saturday, April 20th, 1985. That's a year before I was even born. Whoa. Oh, look, someone's doing overtime, OT. If you're an adult, you know what that means, OT, overtime. Oh, this is really cool. I'm glad they kept it. So this is the one that is mentioned quite a bit because the guy said, like, basically he was kind of describing, he said, oh, I see all these images, and this is what kind of inspired him to collect artwork from other, you know, mentally ill. It's this, and it's like, it's creepy. So it's supposedly a witch, but what it is, so I could show this one because this one's everywhere on the internet. So this is supposedly a witch, and obviously it's, you know, you see it within the buildings and stuff, right? So with this, supposedly some of these buildings are actual buildings he had from his childhood and stuff, and he's doing pretty accurate, but it's just, it's really bizarre. And he was, the poor thing, really didn't do well. The person that mentioned him. The back is just blank. So this is the Prinzhorn collection. That's the one you want if you want to get like big images. So I want to thumb through this. I can't show you everything. So, I mean, we should show the picture of him, right? That's the man who did this good deed. And I just think this is so cool. So I have to be very careful because I can't show you everything. All right, so this is more, so there's a lot of text in this. I thought it was going to be more images. This was advertised as more images. All right, I'm gonna thumb that one. Whoa, that one's pretty cool. I'm gonna say my goal is to show you 3. So some of these are actually statues. I'm interested in one. Whoa. That's cool too. Okay, so like, how far is this? The first half, there's like really nothing in color. And then you get to color. I have to be very careful. I can't show you everything. That's the witch. There's a lot of that on the internet. You can look it up. I want to look up 3 that I really want to show you. Some of this stuff will get me banned on YouTube. What was that? Let me see if I can read the description. It's just untitled because some of these people don't know what to say. That's so bizarre. And it like mentions the hospital they're at or whatever. Yeah, I can't show you that. Oh, that one's sweet. I don't know if I want to do that one. Okay. So this is their own selection. So I actually have to go back to this one. So this is what I was trying to get at, is that there are actual artists that would see this collection and they would, I gotta make sure my sweaty hands don't ruin the pages. And what it is that they would, you know, artists would see this stuff and they would make even more artwork that is something that you might see in a museum and you don't even know that that's something that, you know, was inspired by something else. And this one, if you ever watched Adventure Time and Finn has a grass sword for a hand, this is actually the cover of one of the books. So I'm really not showing you anything extra. What does that look like to you? Yes, he has a grass sword in his hand, but his hand also looks like grass and he looks like grass. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Like, really, really cool. Alright, so I have to pick. I said I pick only 3 pages because I don't want to give away too much. So I'm going to say no to that one. 1, 2, or I have 3. Alright, but I want to choose to only, I'm going to block it with this. The other stuff. Let me get a piece of paper. The reason I'm doing this is because you're really not supposed to show everything in a book, because it's just not good to do that. So I could just stare at this. This is weird. This is like nightmare stuff. So look at this. There's 4 columns. And each one's a different color. There's people on top looking below, and there's one person at the bottom hollering at everyone above that they want to get on top. And, oh, this person was coherent enough. Dream Fantasy. Paul Goesch. That's pretty cool. So that's the one. I hope it's okay. Now, this one gives me like Garden of Earthly Delights vibes. Oh man, I wish I could see. Nothing is known about this patient. Untitled. But look at that. That's insane. Someone who's not doing so well can still produce art. That is so amazing. That got saved or collected. They didn't just like, oh, all right, you know, they're not here anymore. Send all the stuff in a box to their family. Like, no, like it's actually saved. So this one's a little hard because I just find this very sweet. There's something next to it, but I don't know how to block it. I really want to stick true to what I said. This one I find very sweet. It's Dancing Pear by Oscar with a K. Oscar with a K. So even if you're a little broken inside, you could still think of love and want to draw it. That's really cool. But yeah, so I wanted to share and unbox this. I thought there were more colored images in this, and again, I'll do the same thing. So there's only color towards the end. But I feel like you still need both. And I was told that you need both in order to fully appreciate. I'm actually very interested in my own time to read through these and see what these people were like and stuff. If you ever see this book, if you're interested in art and you're a real art fan, if you're interested in this book, I highly recommend either of these. They are discontinued. This one's 1972, is that what it was? 1922 is the German one. This one, because when you type it in, you want it. So if you really want to be able to read it, if you can't read German, make sure it says 1972. This one, there's only one version. I don't think there's other versions. If you want a date, this is not put together like other books. Maybe it's at the end. 1984, so it's at the end. It's not typical. University of Illinois. So this is a really cool find. And, you know, inspiration for art can come from anywhere. And it's just very interesting that I think it's very noble of Hans to actually do this for people. Could you imagine like someone's like family member, like they were artists when they were younger, they're in an institution, you have no clue they're producing art, and then you find out they're in a book here forever. Chef's kiss. That's just beautiful stuff. And I can't say enough about this. I'm so excited to read it. But yeah, if you're really into like this kind of stuff, and like remember, there are other people that would see stuff from here and it would inspire them to make their own stuff. And you got to remember that's part of what my Beyond Files is going to be like, is that I'm going to teach you and let you understand things that the big people that like make really cool stuff, they do research and stuff before they get creative. And also it breaks up a little bit what's going on in your mind, lets you have a little bit of breather. It's not, you know, grind. Why don't you learn and, you know, explore and stuff. So this is part of my Beyond Files. But yeah, it's so weird. You know, it's really weird the way that that's a ball and then there's like that. It looks like a smile. I don't know, that's weird. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little unboxing, me reacting, and I can only show a few images because you're not supposed to show everything in a book. I showed you the ones that are known online, and I showed you 3 that I liked. And I cannot put them like super close so you could screenshot it because that's not good. You don't do that. But I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, stay safe, explore, and get inspired. Yay!